a young, talented forward just coming up through the Premier League, having a great season at Wolves now. We're talking about Cunha.
Cunha.
Yes, talk to me.
Right now, tied for the most Premier League goals in a season for a Brazilian. Could easily break that. I think in that Wolves team, he's been a revelation. Mm-hmm. We have to remember where they were back at Christmas, rotting in near the bottom three.
Yeah.
You know, they were in the relegation battle. Now they're above us. I mean, we are shit.
Just above us.
We are shit. But it just speaks levels about the second half of their season. Because we were middle of the pack and now we're dropping. They are above us. And I think credit goes to the manager, but I think, firstly, that player is on his way to United. That's why we're bringing him up. 62 million is the figure that's been quoted. Quite a lot, but he could be worth it. I think he's got the ability to one day say, okay, he could be worth it, because Premier League proven. He's got flair, both footed.
He's Premier League proven, but Delap wasn't when we spoke about him earlier. Just thought.
No, okay. The Delap proved it this year with his thing, but there's still a risk. I still think Cunha's a risk. You know, he's been in
he is,
been in the Premier League for a couple of seasons. He plays in the exact same system. I think these are the selling points for me. He plays in the 3-4-3. The Wolves manager, Amorim, has said himself, plays the exact same system as him. He plays on the left side of the left 10, or he can play the right as well. And you just need to watch him play, and you're seeing what we're missing, because we play Garnacho there. That's not his position. We need to sell Garnacho, because I don't think he's shit. I think he has potential. But if we're playing this system, either he has to become a different player, which I don't think is going to happen, or get rid of him.
A bit of a one-trick pony, Garnacho.
Yeah, and I think we sell him and we can make some good profit. He's technically not an academy player, so it wouldn't be pure profit, but we'll get a lot of money for him. And I think we're gonna try Cunha, and apparently we're going for Delap. We're trying to get these done by June. So Cunha, I think, is a very exciting player.
Yeah.
Could easily be a flop, obviously. I don't want to get too giddy given our fucking transfer record from the last however many years. But I'm excited, you know. He looks like he could help us get top half next year.
It's top half. The thing I worry about for you, though, is, again, you're bringing on the next big player. It's another risk. Yeah. It's a player with an attitude problem. It's a player who's not got a good relationship with his current fan base. He
made up for it. They forgave him.
That was pretty quick. And that's twice this season. That's twice this season he's had issues with the Wolves.
No, that's true. Some of them will be pissed, and that's fair. You know, I think he shouldn't be so vocal like that on social media about leaving.
Headbutting other players. Well, it was a headbutt. He drove it in.
No, I don't listen.
This is the worry with this guy.
It's true, but that's also to his. I think that helps him. That's what makes him the player he is. He's very tenacious.
Yeah.
But we need fuckers. I'd rather have a team.
Fuckers.
I'd rather have a team of fuckers than a team of bitches.
That's such a weird thing to say.
No, I'd rather have 11 dickheads. You know, yeah. I don't want 11 like. Oh, no, I don't want to do that forward pass.
Yeah, you'd rather have 11 Bruno Fernandes.
Yes.
Than 11 Foden.
Yes, and I think Cunha is closer to Fernandes.
Yeah, that's fair. That makes sense.
And we need more of these players. I want to be hated again. I miss when people hated us.
Yeah.
Because right now, no one hates us. Because, you just want us to lose.
It's never going to end,
but
maybe.
I miss when people hated us because we'd shithouse things.
Yeah.
We shithouse some things, like the Lyon game, but we are not that team anymore. There was a time in my life where everyone hated United because we were good. Mm-hmm. We're not there anymore. I need to get back there. We need to sign players like that. And I think it would be good. He looks like a Man United player. And obviously, I think a lot of people, Villa fans, I don't know if you see Newcastle fans are actually pissed that Cunha's on his way to United, saying, why does he not want to join an up-and-comer like Newcastle or Villa? What do you think of that?
I think, well, one, it's people will look at Villa and look at Newcastle and still think risk. I think, Newcastle probably a bit more set than Villa are. Villa are just breaking into now their next stage where it's like, well, now we need to win a trophy. Newcastle have now won their trophy. They've been in Europe. They're going to be in Europe next year. I think Man United is still the biggest club in England, by far. And that doesn't fade away no matter how bad the team is. The size of the club is still massive. The reach of the club is still massive. If your club was so let's say we go off of form, right? United have not been great since 2014, 15, right? Oh, sorry, 13, sorry. 13, 14. Since then, it's been up and down, right? Yeah. You have signed some of the top players in the world in that period of time.
That's true.
Your pull has not gone down.
Yeah.
If anything, at the moment, your pull is still quite high because you have a new, young, promising manager. You have a team full of relatively young, inexperienced players dotted all over the pitch. There's a clear vision as to the fact that they want to bring in young players. They want to build the team slowly, which is what Newcastle did when their owners came in.
Yeah.
And I think people underestimate the pool. Like you were saying, like people think, oh, just because United are shit, players don't want to go there. A lot of these players support United and will be United fans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
Making sure it's recording.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that is the thing, and I think a lot of people, I think modern fans maybe will forget because it's the whole thing of you could save United. That's literally the pitch. You go in and you go, you could be the reason United.
You could be that guy. You could be the next Fernandes.
Yeah, and that's it. You know, that's the pull for you, and then you will become one of the most popular, revered, talented players in the world. Like, but obviously that pitch hasn't worked for a few years.
Yeah, well, it was Rashford. Then it was like Rashford was a bit in and out. Then like Fernandes was saving you, and he's been consistently great.
He's the only one.
But since then,
yeah, no, I'd say literally in 12 years of signings, Fernandes is the only one where I go good.
Yeah.
The rest of them are not good. I'm sorry. No other good successful signings. I like players. You know, I liked Cavani. I liked Ibrahimovic. But these guys were just stopgaps.
Yeah.
Talking about long-term players, Fernandes is the only one.
Yeah. That's
but yeah. I think it makes sense, and I think that that will be the start. I think if we get him in Delap this summer, that's a statement, and I think that's smart because you're getting them from not relegated, but teams that have been in the Premier League, players that have done it. Both of them have double figures in goals, which our strikers can't say. And yeah, step in that direction.
I think he's too arrogant to stay at Wolves.
Yes.
Cunha.
Yes.
I also think the relationship he's got with probably other players and other fans is currently not great.
Yeah.
He'll definitely leave. Delap, obviously leaving.
Yeah.
Not going to stay in the fucking Championship.
Make 30 million is a steal.
100% a steal.
Yeah.
I don't think Delap will go to United, but I think Cunha is definitely going to go.
Yeah.
To be completely honest. I guess we'll just say now, if he signed for United, how many goals are you expecting in his first season? We did this for Højlund. You got it right for Højlund. You said 10 in the league.
Yeah.
Didn't you? And he got 10, yeah?
Yeah.
So,
I'd expect the same. No, the same as he did this year. He got 15 goals. I expect 15 goals again.
That's what you're signing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I expect him. You can't get worse, man. Like if you're signing for United,
you cannot get worse than Garnacho. You can't.
Garnacho, he's a lot. He's a lot, and I think he needs to move. But yeah, I like him still.
Enjoy the Spanish league.
Yeah. Go back.
Eventually, you'll cook there. I promise. You'll have a great career at Madrid. Or Barcelona, or Atletico.
No, Atletico.
Yeah,
he came from there. To be fair,
yeah.
That's where we
go
started
back.
From.
Enjoy.
Yeah, literally.
Go play for Simeone.
But yeah, do you have any relegated players that you'd sign now? Just off the top of your head.
Delap's number one. Delap has to be number one. I think. You're looking at Leicester team.
Yeah.
Are you seeing anything that's jumping out at you there?
No, I mean, if this was 3 years in the past, I'd say Ndidi, but that guy is not what he used to be.
Shit player.
Yeah.
Shit player.
Yes.
It's totally shit.
I think Mavridi's a bit raw. I think it's too much work.
Yeah.
I think maybe if a club that's getting promoted could get Mavrididi.
I think that guy's a championship player.
Ooh, look at this guy!
Not that he doesn't have the ability to be a Premier League player, but I just think that he's just so, I look at our wingers, I just think you're so much worse than them. You're so much worse than Barnes, Gordon, and right now Jacob Murphy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So I just wouldn't see, maybe not for us, obviously.
No.
If he signed for, even Sunderland coming up, which would be crazy. Have they cut?
No, they could.
Playoffs?
It'll be the playoffs. I mean, we'll see if they make it. I think they will make it, but yeah,
just a team like that. He could be used, but Southampton, you look at that team, Tyler Dibbling, he's got to be.
You could use him.
Well, he's one of our number one targets.
I think he would cook for Newcastle.
Could be nice. Still young.
On the right.
I think that's the number one. You look at Delap, Dibbling, and then in that Leicester team, if I'm going to pick anybody, I'm probably going to be looking at either. Well, to be fair, that defensive line is probably a no-go.
No.
I think you might want to try and steal Fatawu or El Canous, but
El Canous is good.
El Canous is good,
El Canous
but
is good.
he's just kind of like a shit Foden. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's just not good.
But maybe he needs to be in a better team to kind of look better. 'Cause
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the times he'll try something and the players just won't be able to reach that level.
It's one of those things, it's like when Anderson started playing, like, I thought Anderson was shit.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to sell him, but when he went to then Forest and he just starts playing in that 10 position where he's free to roam, doesn't have to worry about defending every fucking game.
Exactly.
He was a lot more freedom, so there's a few teams, a few players that I'd probably jump at, but besides that, I think we've probably said everything there is to say.